Alright, guys, time to talk about The Walking Dead. That's right, it's back. Alright, ZFR Gaming back here again today. And pretty much, if you didn't know, earlier, The Walking Dead Season 7 trailer dropped. And as you can tell, I am really excited about this. I love The Walking Dead TV show. And it's finally coming back. The trailer dropped earlier, so yeah, I've already watched it a couple times to make sure there aren't any little secrets or hints to things that might happen or things that we know happen in the comics or anything like that. Before I get into this video, let me just explain that this will be a spoiler-free video. I will not spoil anything. If you have not read the comics and you're worried about that kind of thing, or if you haven't seen any of the leaks or anything and you're worried about that, don't worry. I won't spoil any of it in this video. If you are interested in that though, I will have a video up later where I talk about all the possible things that are going to happen in this season and what I think. I see a couple of things in the trailer, like a few of the things in the trailer I think that might be pointing to something that we see happen in the comics or something like that. If you're interested in that, that video will be up later. But anyway, let's get into the actual trailer here. So a lot of stuff is going on in this trailer. They start off with the Lucille scene flashback and all that. They don't show us who died, but of course, like, that would be pretty stupid if they did. But they do, like, they do this really awesome thing where where you see Negan bashing the person's head in with the bat throughout the trailer. You can't actually see the person, so you see the bat, and they show the bat with all the blood and brains and all that dripping off of it. I know it sounds pretty messed up, but in reality, it's pretty freaking awesome because people have been waiting for this. And there are still a lot of people pissed about the cliffhanger. I will talk about that towards the end of this video. I want to get through the actual trailer first. But we get to see a lot of stuff in this trailer. Now, one thing we do see a lot of is the kingdom. Of course, the kingdom hasn't been revealed for the show yet, but it is going to be a new community, and there's going to be like one character there, specifically King Ezekiel, that you see in the trailer. He's going to play a very big role there. And it looks like Carol and I was gonna say Karen. It looks like Carol and Morgan are going to be spending some time there, which should be interesting. That's kind of different from what happened in the comics, but I think it's different in a good way. I want to see how that all turns out. Um, some people have been asking, will Ezekiel get in a relationship with Carol, because you know things are kind of complicated without spoiling anything. But in the comic, like, he was with someone else who currently isn't available at the moment in the show. So yeah, like, I think possibly, like, I think they could do that, like, but at the same time, not sure they want to. But I do think the way Carol's character is set up, I think that is possible. The way her character is set up that's definitely a possibility. But anyway, moving on from that, you see a lot of the kingdom in this trailer, like, no joke. You also get to see a lot of Negan. I believe we're seeing some of the sanctuary, which is Negan's main base or whatever. You're seeing a lot of that throughout the trailer, or at least glimpses of it. You see Negan just like ruling over people and stuff. It's pretty awesome just to see him in his natural environment. Now you see the scene where this lady's talking to Morgan, and she's saying something like, I can't remember, I think it's something like, whoever he's done to you, there's a way out, or something like that, something along those lines. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm trying to figure out, is she really talking to Morgan right there? Like, I don't know. That looks like that to me. That looks like a scene they might have cut together. I believe she may be talking to somebody else. I'm just saying. Like, I might be wrong about that, but judging by like the backgrounds in each image, like where she's talking and you see Morgan kind of respond and turn around. It's possible. It looks like it's possible that's who she's talking to, but I think it might be somebody else. And yeah, that's another thing. They don't show pretty much anyone who is in the Negan lineup in this trailer, which has a lot of people mad. But I will talk about that either towards the end of this video or in a different video. Who knows? We'll have to see how long this gets. But yeah, anyway, they sold the stuff with Spencer. Spencer's going to be doing some interesting stuff this season. You only get to see him, I think, like once in the trailer, but believe me, he's got an interesting role in the beginning of the season. He's going to be getting a type of screen time, definitely. You see Negan, and Negan's just doing a lot of stuff in this trailer. Like, there's so many things Negan's doing, and that I do see in this trailer that hint to certain things, but I can't talk about them because they are spoilers. That's why I'm going to do that spoiler video. And in one scene I will say right away, you do see Negan, and it looks like Daryl's behind him. If that is the case, then people might have been right about predicting that Daryl is going to go after Negan and is going to take that other character's role from the comics. Like, I believe that's probably going to happen now, because it looks like you definitely do see Daryl. That definitely looks like Daryl behind Negan in one of the scenes there, like at the 2-minute mark. So yeah, you see the White with Daryl's motorcycle. There's definitely going to be some stuff between the White and Daryl. I mean, the White still has his freaking crossbow. No, Daryl got the crossbow back. What am I talking about? Well, no, the White has it back now. Yeah. So the White still has Daryl's crossbow, and he still has Daryl's motorcycle, which you see him on a couple times throughout the trailer. So yeah, there's definitely gonna be some stuff between them, which will be interesting to see. You see a lot of interesting scenes where we're seeing a lot of different characters. Like I said, we see a lot of the Kingdom in this trailer. The guys wearing like the riot armor are from the Kingdom, and you see them a couple times throughout this trailer. So we're seeing a lot of characters we don't really know at one point during this trailer. You see Morgan and people from the Kingdom fighting zombies, and in one scene you can see the White like standing next to some chick in front of a big armored truck. I'm trying to figure out who this girl is. I'm trying to figure out who she is. She might just be a random savior. She could be, I don't believe she's the same chick we saw with the White way earlier in season 6. And that is an important character if you didn't know who that is. But I'm not going to give away who that is, because that hasn't been revealed in the show yet. So I'm not trying to ruin the show for anybody here. But that might be someone important. You see some pigs eating people here, looks like. More Kingdom. And there's this one scene where it's dark and you see Jesus kind of, not Jesus, but so Jesus. You see him kind of fighting some of the walkers in the dark, and it looks like there's some kind of fire in the background or something. That scene, I could be wrong, but I think that is from very, very later on. And I'm not going to talk about that because that gets into huge spoilers, but I think that looks like it's from a lot later. If that is the scene I think it might be, then this season is going to contain a lot more content than I thought it was, if that's the scene I think it is. But I'm not sure. I might be wrong. But from the way it looks, that's the scene I'm thinking of. I'll go over that more in my spoiler video. See some people getting hit. We saw somebody get hit by a car. I think it's just some random dude. I don't think it's anybody important. You see Negan fight. Is that? Yeah, that looks like Negan fighting some zombies. You see Jesus doing some snooping. Uh, you see Carol. Carol's just like, I don't know anything that's going on in the most wonderful way. Was his a funny line. I like it. You see more of what looks like the kingdom. Or no. This is actually the sanctuary. You do see a pretty good glimpse inside the sanctuary here. You can see the white. I believe I see another character that once again we're not going to talk about there. Um, and the one thing I love that they put in the trailer, I love this scene for some reason. You get to see Negan standing at the gate of Alexandria knocking on the bars like he did in the comics the first time he came to Alexandria for the supplies. Like, that is going to happen really early on in the season. He's going to come to Alexandria very early. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens in the second episode or the third episode. Like, I'm going for the second. Like, I think this season is going to go by, is going to, like, just go over some of the stuff a lot faster than we thought. I think it's going to be a very fast-paced season. Not in a bad way, but just in a way where, like, we can't catch our breaths. Like, what we were feeling at the end of season 6, I think it's going to be like that this entire season. Because there's just so much going on in this season. There's not going to be too many episodes they can stop to give us a break on. Like, I don't really see that happening because there's just so much, unless they put some extra filler stuff in there that wasn't in the comics. That's the only way at this point. And you see Ezekiel. You see a good amount of Ezekiel here. You get to see what I believe is the kingdom, which looks a what if that is the kingdom, that looks a lot different than the comic book version. The comic book version, the kingdom is a big school, and that is definitely not a school. It looks more like the hilltop, if I'm being honest. But I believe that is the kingdom in the TV show version, which is fine. It's fine that they changed that up. There's no problem there. And, like, let me just say, I like the look of Ezekiel. I know some people were questioning the guy that they chose to play him. I'm kind of digging the look. Like, there's this one scene where he's sticking a sword in something. I really just like the way he looks at it. He looks like a freaking devil with gray hair in that scene. Like, it's kind of awesome. I can't even lie. But yeah, we also see Enid for a little snippet of this trailer. There's gonna be a lot of interesting stuff going on with her, obviously. But at the same time, Enid, if they stick to the comic book role that she's kind of filling in for, like, she's going to be around for a long time now, or for a couple more seasons definitely. But she's not going to have a giant role, probably until, like, later in the seasons. Like, right now in the comic books are probably, I would say, on season 9ish or 10. Like, and right now in the comic books, her character, the one she's replacing, doesn't even play that big of a role. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. But yeah, we see a lot of stuff going on in this trailer. A lot of the kingdom. Like I said, if you notice, they are focusing a lot on the kingdom, a lot on the saviors in this trailer, pretty much mostly, because they really don't want to give anybody a chance to decipher a trailer about who got killed in the Negan scene or in the Lucille scene. No, they really don't want to spoil that, so they're kind of just keeping everyone important out of this trailer. All the really big important characters we already know. So this trailer is filled with a lot of new people and a few familiar faces. We see Siva at the end of the trailer. She is going to be CGI. It does look kind of weird to me, but obviously I think they'll pull it off. I think they'll make it cool. So yeah, I'm okay with it. It doesn't really matter to me. As long as they have Siva, that's definitely a win. And Then we get a lot of the stuff with Tara. Alright, at the end of the trailer. Now, believe it or not, I think Tara is going... Am I saying her name right? Some people call her Tara. And the video clip just cut off on me. But yeah, some people call her Tara and some people call her Tara. I'm just gonna call her Tara. We see a lot of stuff going on with her and Heath at the end of the trailer, and I do believe Tara is going to have a really big role this season and possibly next season, possibly. God dang, that sounds like a spoiler, but like that's not what I mean though. But anyway, like I think, like, because of the stuff that happened with Denise and everything, don't forget she doesn't know about that yet. I think that's going to put her in a very interesting role this season. And we can obviously see her moving around more and stuff. It looks like she's finally not pregnant anymore, because she was pregnant like throughout most of season 6, I believe. So yeah, or at least the later half, definitely. And like the earlier half. So yeah, like she's finally not pregnant. She can finally get back in the accent and start doing stuff some more. Or did I say that backwards? She can start doing more stuff. But yeah, that's all for this video, guys. This looks like it's going to be a really awesome season to me. Like, all the stuff at the end just looks awesome with Tara and Heath. If they have a filler episode, that's probably going to be it, just to slow down a tiny bit. But even then, that episode doesn't look like it's going to be very slow. So yeah, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a long time since I've done a Walking Dead video. The show is returning on the 23rd of October, so man, that's still a little while away, but I'm so ready for it, guys, so ready. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave likes and comments down below and tell me what you guys think, and I will see you guys on the next video. ZFR out, guys.